Hello everyone, we are at the stoplight in Alfred. It is the only stoplight in town, so you can't miss it. If you are coming from the gym direction, that's McLean up ahead, you will make a left into Alfred University or right into Alfred State. I'm gonna walk us up through Main Street, maybe a little loop around depending on if this phone will work. Third time's a charm, right? Alright. I'm going to try and do a video instead because I'm afraid that Zoom will not work. First up here, we've got the Terracotta, not the Terracotta Coffee Shop. This is the original office of the Celadon building, as it says in the sign here. I believe the history of this place is they had like every tile that they made on display on this building, and you could kind of pick what you wanted for your house. As you can see, a lot of the houses in town still actually have these terracotta roofs. I would ask the ceramics faculty. I bet you John Gill would know because he's been here for a long time. Behind that is Harder Hall through the trees. Across the street is the post office. Good, nice and convenient location. Walkable until it starts snowing. Let's keep walking. A lot of old houses in town here. I lived in this house for a quick semester. This house is from like 18 something or other. Love it. We're coming up on this lovely building here. This is the Cohen Center for the Arts. It's an art gallery. I'm not sure how it'll be set up this year, but we'll figure that out as we get into the semester. Behind it, if I stop moving for a second, is the art barn. That is where Foundations does some of their work. Across the street from it is Nana's Japanese food, some of the best I've had. I have not been to Japan though. Do not know currently when they are opening. My guess is if they do open back up for fall, they'll probably be takeout only. It's a big crowd. It's not that big of a place and it's kind of crowded. There's Punjari Mart. Your typical convenience store. People are nice there. Cigarettes, I don't know, whatever. Random odds and ends. They have some house stuff, cleaning stuff, I don't know. It's usually just like juice or ice cream or something, some late night excursion. There's also, as we get here, the gallery. It is called Gallery 2 Gifts of Distinction, and they sell a lot of artwork from people in town and around town and around surrounding areas. If you turn right, go back down into Harder Hall, that'll be the loading dock area. And temporary foundry. Next to that is the little liquor store right there. SOS has what you need, I guess. Make sure you have your card when you go in there. They usually have a dude standing at the door. And if you look like me and you're 5 years old, then you might get carded. There's also the community bank, so if you need to start a bank account in town, this one's nice and convenient right here. They have ATMs too for anyone. There's also Duke's Pizza across the street. From that, I don't know much about Duke's, so I can't really say anything. Oh. There is the Jet and the Terracotta, but I will talk about the pharmacy first. Pharmacy, get your prescriptions here. They have candy, they have some school supplies, they have gifts and all that jazz. The Collegiate is your typical mom and pop restaurant, and good prices. Lots of townspeople hang out there. Also owned by John Nino's. Here's the Terracotta. Pretty awesome coffee shop. And this is where you guys will probably spend a lot of your time in between classes. So that being said, most importantly, I know Billy wanted me to point this out to you, next to the terracotta, here's the terracotta, this is Green Hall, this is where HR is. Use the one with the ramp here, the other end is not HR. So when you get that paperwork in the mail, you'll get an appointment and go in there, and that's where your people will be. Four-way intersection again. If you go up this block here, there's doctor's offices, there's a laundromat. I'll loop around that way afterwards. So if you were to turn into here, it is a parking lot. This building in the back with the blue windows is Powell Campus Center. So if you are looking at that on the map, and then you would turn that way to go back to Harder. Administration probably won't ever have to deal with them. Then you will have the Chinese food place on the corner, which seems closed. Alex's Bar, great place, everyone hangs out there. We have the hair salon. We have Uncle Alfred's soap shop. We have another hair salon. And I will point out the Rosebush and Checkpoint on the end here. The Rosebush is a newer restaurant. It's a little more upscale if your parents are coming to town or you want date night. They have alcohol. The Jet does not. A lot of faculty bring visiting artists here when this semester, when it's open and that sort of thing. And the Checkpoint on the corner here is a little barbecue place. I'm not sure if it's currently open. You'll have to check the door for the hours. And then on the corner here is the sculpture gallery. I believe that man in the red bandana is Glenn Schweigert, who made a lot of these sculptures here. And this has been, you know, a nice new area of Alfred. Only went in a couple of years ago, and then you get yelled at by random teenagers. So this intersection here is the other end of campus. So this here is the other way in. If you go up that road, you turn left, it'll take you to Powell Campus Center. If you go right, you'll be at the dorm. And if you go straight into that grassy field there, King Alfred's up there. As I cross the street, this is the bandstand. This is where Alfred's Farmers Market is, and it's every Sunday from 11 to 3, and a lot of local farmers sell their produce, and local artists and current students sell their work here. This is pretty much the end of campus as we know it. Across the street from the bandstand is the bus station. And if and when I can cross the street safely, got it. Bus is here. I'm not sure what the current situation is, but you can get buses to New York City and all over. I've taken many a bus ride. It's about 6 hours to the city. From here, we're gonna go up this block. There's some sculpture, and there's the box of books here right on the corner. So it should be books, but everyone left all their stuff behind. It's a good place to leave a book, grab a book, get some supplies for an art project maybe. As you go up this block here, this building, which is kind of hidden, I am not 100% sure if they still do this, but they used to have an op shop, which was only open on Tuesdays, and it was like upstairs, and it was like a little thrift store. And I can find out if it's still open. I mean, everything's kind of weird with COVID, but that's okay. Alfred Village Hall. Stuff happens here too. We've had shows here before. We've had open screenings here, movies, that sort of thing. It's been a while though. And as we go up into this area, I just wanted to show you the Rogue Carrot and the laundromat. I really like the Road Carrot. It's a little grocery store. Most of the stuff comes from local farmers or like in the surrounding like Western New York area. That's on the corner there. But before I get there, we point out this building across the street from it. Yes, it's real estate on the front, but Alfred Travel Center is around the side here. So if you ever need a bus ticket, go ahead and walk on in there, say hello to that nice lady, and buy your bus ticket. And this is the Road Carrot. So this place is super awesome. Like I said, a lot of it's organic, a lot of really cool stuff in here. I definitely recommend checking it out. You could probably do all of your grocery shopping here if you didn't have a car and didn't want to leave town. So I wanted to show you this loop. It's a little out of the way. It's mostly houses in this area, but there's also Gentleman Jim's nightclub and bar. I really cannot tell you much about that because I think I maybe went in there once a decade ago and it was grimy. So if you like grimy bars, that's a good one for you. But I definitely recommend Alex's. It's definitely just way cooler. Art vibe, artwork everywhere. I don't know, maybe they updated this place. I can't judge. Next to it is the laundromat. This place is shit, so I do recommend going to Hornell to do your laundry if you can. But if you cannot, it suffices, but your quarters will get eaten. I know from 3 years experience of not having a washer and dryer. So that is pretty much the whole thing. As we walk back this way with some of these houses, we're walking back towards Main Street now. Sorry, this is a little bit jerky. I may do video for a living, but this is not my specialty. Yeah, other things to know in this area, I guess, is if you go like you're leaving Alfred towards Hornell, there's Little Sicily's. That, in my opinion, is probably the best pizza place in town. It's a little bit of a walk though if you don't have a car. And over there also, there's another bank. There is Dollar General and Tinkertown, which is a wonderful little hardware store, which can get you pretty much anything you need. The guys that work there are really great. The school works with them a lot. You just talk to them, tell them what you need, and they'll order it if they don't have it. I will point out, we're back at this intersection. There's HR over there, Terracotta. The door with the Z. This is a pizza place also. It is Zippy's. I've never been in there. I don't know what the dealio is with it, if it's still open or not, but yeah, that's another one for you. So here we are, we're back on the main street at the end of town, coming back into town, and this is where I will leave you, and I can answer questions. I'll upload this for you all, and we're good to go. See you in a few.